Whether you're looking to buy a home now or in the future, understanding the home buying process will be extremely beneficial to you. And having an idea of what the timeline looks like and what to expect through the whole process will also be beneficial. Hello everyone, I am Terry and I'm a realtor here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's a beautiful place to live, and I'm going to be breaking down the home buying process from the moment you decide to make that big important purchase until the time you get the keys. We will be talking about what to expect throughout that whole process. Also, please stick around to the end of the video. I have a couple of additional tips I can share for the first time home buying process, or if you're in the process of purchasing a home. Remember to hit the like button and the bell to subscribe. We'll have additional great videos in the future. Step one in the process of purchasing a home for the first time or purchasing a home is making sure that you're prepared financially. You want to be able to save trust money or earnest money. That is a good faith deposit on the purchase of a home. When you get a contract, it can range from $500 up to $5,000. You also will want to prepare to have some money saved for a home inspection, just to make sure we're getting a good, solid, sound home. The home inspection will help you with that. Also, money for an appraisal, although that can be rolled into closing cost whenever you close and receive the keys to the home. But if you decide to back out for any reason, you will owe that appraisal fee to the lender. Another thing you will want to take into consideration is your down payment. There are great loan products, if you have the right lender, that can offer those for you that do not require any money down. But typically you're going to be looking at putting at least 3.5% to 5% down of the purchase price. You also will have closing cost, which is what it takes to actually close on the home, and you can calculate that to be anywhere between 3% and 6% in the state of Tennessee. Step two in the home buying process is to locate a lender and get pre-qualified to purchase a home. This does a couple of things for you. One, it will tell you what the price range that you can go out and look for when you're searching for a home. The lender will tell you what you can pre-qualify for to purchase that home. Also, it will allow you to be prepared when you're ready to make an offer. We'll have the proof that you're able to move forward in the purchase of that home. The next important step in this process is finding a great realtor in the area that you're looking for a home. What are some of the keys to finding a great realtor? You will want to find someone who's knowledgeable about the area, that understands the market. Are you in a buyer's market or a seller's market? What is the competition like? And what are the key areas based on your needs that realtor will be looking in, and do they know those areas? You want to find someone who acts more as a consultant than as a salesperson. Remember, these agents are no charge to you. The buyer's agent, when you're purchasing a home, you do not pay them anything. The agent gets paid through the listing agent, who has to share their compensation with the person who brings the buyer. But remember, the buyer's agent represents you, and their goal is to get you the best price in that market. The next step in this process is house hunting. This is the most fun step for most people, because they now actually are starting to look at homes. And make sure that the agent understands the size, the location that you would prefer to be in, what style of home do you like, what kind of home are you looking for. It's important because they will set up a search for you. We'll start receiving that information via email. And then once you narrow your list down to a few homes, you'll start to go see those homes, or have your agent video those and send those back to you. Now that you've found the home of your dreams, it's time to make an offer. What does the offer entail? It entails the amount that you're going to submit to purchase the home. It's going to include the earnest money or trust money, which we talked about earlier, which is your down payment. It will also include a response time deadline that will give the agent possibly 24 hours to respond to the offer of whether they would accept it, reject it, or provide a counter offer to us so that we can go back with, they might come back with a different option. Could be more money or change something in the offer. Once your offer is accepted, within 3 business days, we will want to collect your earnest money. We'll take that earnest money to the title company, then you are in the escrow. During the escrow period, you'll have the opportunity to do your inspection, determine whether or not the home is the right home for you based on that inspection. Also, the lender then will start the underwriting process. So during this time frame, it's the due diligence time frame where we can make sure that everything is in great condition for you to move forward with closing. The home inspection period is an important period of time for you to be able to evaluate the home. The home will need to be inspected by a licensed home inspector. We typically put in the contract around 10 to 14 days to get that scheduled, to be able to get the report back, give you an opportunity to get that report and review it. It will tell you everything that the inspector found that was great with the house and everything that the inspector found that we might need to consider having the seller fix, or determining if it rises to the level of you making the decision to walk away from the home. Once you receive the inspection back, this will give you the opportunity to review the condition of the home. Are there any red flags? If there's a long list of repairs, we go back into a period of renegotiation. That period would allow you several options. We can ask the seller to do certain repairs that you feel are most important. You have also the opportunity to renegotiate the price of the home. We can also ask for concessions in lieu of getting the repairs completed, like more money or money towards your closing cost. So you have a lot of options during this period, and this is your opportunity to, if you do decide to back out, you do get your earnest money or your trust money refunded to you. Once you're through the inspection period and everything has been negotiated and you're moving forward, at this point the lender will be notified and you can move forward with the appraisal order. Typically the appraisal will take up to 2 weeks to get back, and that gives us the opportunity, once the appraisal comes back, if the house does not appraise, you enter into another area of negotiation. You can have 3 options at that point. If it doesn't appraise for what you have offered on the home, you can walk away. You can renegotiate to the appraisal amount so that you can go down in price if it did not appraise at the purchase price. Or the third option for you is to come up with the cash difference between what the house appraised for and what you're willing to pay for the home. Now that brings us to our final step, is closing. Once you get a clear to close from the lender, you can move forward and look forward to that closing day. At the closing table, you'll be signing a stack of papers depending on which loan product you chose, and you'll be getting a copy of all the paperwork, and finally you will be getting the keys to your new home. Now, this process of purchasing a home can take a while to complete. From your starting of the search all the way to the closing can take anywhere from 1 to 4 months. Once you get a contract, typically you will close within 30 to 45 days. Now I want to provide 3 additional tips for you during the home buying process. 1, make sure when you make that offer that you're comfortable with what you're offering. The last thing you would want to do is lose the home of your dreams because you didn't offer $5,000 more dollars. But you have to be comfortable and you have to know that's the right thing to do. Tip number 2 is to find a realtor that you're comfortable with. Someone that you can trust, that you know will help you, is knowledgeable, can get you through the bumps in the road in this process. And there will always be bumps in the home buying process. but your agent is there. The one that you pick, you need an agent that will be there for you to make this an enjoyable and smooth process. Tip number 3 is make sure that your realtor is knowledgeable about other options to help you to win in this competitive market. Things like escalation clauses, being able to make a loan into an all-cash offer. Those are some tips that I'll talk about later or go into more detail in later videos. Hope you have a great and successful house hunting. If you have any tips that you would like to share, please comment below. Remember to hit the like button or hit the bell to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.